How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a leak that claims to know every single character that is going to appear on the first Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this leak is true or not, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you find a link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, I highly recommend you do so. As of now, we have over 3,300 members always talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if you guys ever want to talk to me directly, send me a leak or the evidence for, or anything like that, there is the best place to do so. You can find a link to my Discord in both the description as well as the pinned comment, and it is 100% free to join, so I hope to see you there. Also guys, once we hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, I am going to be doing another Lax Chris official Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament, in which I give away a gift card to the winner at the very end. However, the only way that you can enter the tournament is if you subscribe to the channel and join the Discord, so go ahead and do both now. Now, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from 4chan, and it is a text post leak, so if you guys want to leave, go ahead and do so now, otherwise we are going to jump right into the newest leak. So guys, like I said, this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled, Smash Ultimate DLC Leak, All Characters Revealed, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, "Hi there guys, I cannot say where I work or how I got any of this information, but I felt it was important for me to share it with you all. Let me explain a little bit. Recently, Nintendo has been cracking down on everyone, especially when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate information. I have had friends who have gotten fired and even prosecuted over something as little as a joke. Long story short, Nintendo has been doing very scummy things for a while now, and I think it is important that I bring this to light. And I also decided that it was time for me to finally screw them over, as they have screwed over me. By next week, I will be posting a video in which it will show Joker fully functional, as well as the next DLC character, labeled Brave in the code, being somewhat functional. Now, before I tell you guys who the DLC characters are, it is important for me to tell you that Nintendo has been lying to you. It is really sad for me to say this, but the DLC characters have been decided on since before September 2018. If you don't think that I am telling the truth, ponder this for a moment. We had the final Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct on November 1st, and by November 6th, Sakurai stated on Twitter that every Smash Ultimate character was locked in. For those of you who do not know anything about getting the rights to third-party characters, it takes more than just one day to get a character in your game, and since every DLC character is third-party besides for one, there is no way they got all the rights to use those characters in just 5 days. Anyways, there is more internal stuff that is going on that is hurting employees and their families, but I will tell you more about that when I post the video. Anyways, here are the first Smash Ultimate DLC characters. DLC Fighter Pass 1. First of all, we have Joker, who was already revealed at the Game Awards. Next up, we have Sora. This character was under the codename Brave in the code. I know that you probably don't believe me, because most people think it is Erdrick who is the hero from Dragon Quest, but I assure you that this is not the case. If you are a data miner, go into the code and try to use the assets on another character. Now, just a quick side note, there actually was someone who went into the code and placed the assets onto Ike. I will be talking about that more in depth in tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we have Banjo-Kazooie. Yep, after all these years, he is officially coming to Super Smash Bros. I know that a lot of people out there think that Steve would be coming to Smash, but the negotiations for him fell through, so Banjo is going to take his place. He will be announced at E3. Next up, we have Rayman. This one should be obvious to a lot of people if you follow Nintendo information at all. The company that owns Rayman, which is Ubisoft, has been making games for Nintendo for a little while now. They have made Nintendo so much money that they have finally decided to give their character a chance in Super Smash Bros. And finally, we have Waluigi. Not even a joke, this is happening. Before you ask, yes, I understand that he is an assist trophy, but who cares? Nintendo can do anything they want, and could you even imagine what a big news story it will be for Nintendo when they announce probably the most highly sought after Smash fighter as an actual fighter? I don't really care if you believe me, just be ready for the final DLC fighter. Well, that's all I got for ya. If you believe me, good for you. You are actually smart. If you don't, see you after Sora gets announced. So now that we've gone over the entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So first of all, guys, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the leaker himself. Now, right away, this is a story I have heard a lot. If you guys remember, right after Incineroar and Ken and Piranha Plant were revealed, we actually talked about a leak in which someone claimed to be a game developer and tester for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and they said that they were treated so poorly that they ended up quitting their job and they wanted to screw over Nintendo. So what they did was, they leaked Incineroar along with his side special move, which is where Incineroar takes the opponent and throws him against the part of a ring and then bounces him back. And they also leaked that Piranha Plant was coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So while I was reading over this leak, I definitely got some flashbacks of that last leak, just because we have heard this same old story over and over again, with Nintendo apparently not treating their employees very well. So although this does not guarantee that this guy actually works for Nintendo or has any credibility whatsoever, it does just sound very familiar to the same tale that we heard so long ago. So now let's go ahead and talk about the unannounced characters. So first of all, we have Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and once again guys, if you've been following the channel for a while now, then you would know that Sora is probably one of my most highly anticipated characters to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, right away, we did find in the code that there was a codename for Brave, and a lot of people assumed that that was referring to Erdrick from Dragon Quest. However, like I said earlier, someone actually went in the code and applied all of the assets from the Brave character and put them onto Ike. Now, the way in which Ike started to move after he started using these brand new assets made it seem like it wasn't actually Erdrick that was coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but instead we would be getting Sora. Now, I don't know all the logistics, and once again, I'm going to be looking into it for tomorrow's video, but once again, guys, it does look as though Brave is not referring to Erdrick, but instead it's referring to Sora, just because it moves similar to how Sora moves in both Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Next up, we have Banjo and Kazooie, and this is another one of those characters that I could definitely see coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and here's why. First of all, Banjo and Kazooie got their start on Nintendo systems. They started out on the Nintendo 64, but eventually their company Rare got bought out by Microsoft, so currently Banjo and Kazooie are owned by Microsoft. However, that doesn't mean that they aren't still very popular. If you guys remember the Super Smash Bros. Ballot, Banjo and Kazooie did phenomenally well on it. Now, we don't have the results of the actual ballot, but on all of the different fan polls and stuff like that, we did see how popular Banjo and Kazooie were. Now, once again, they are owned by Microsoft, but that shouldn't be of any hindrance, just because the president of Microsoft's gaming division, Phil Spencer, has stated before that he would love to see Banjo and Kazooie come to Super Smash Bros. Now, I understand that Banjo and Kazooie aren't a very hard-hitting name like Master Chief or Steve or anyone like that, but at the same time, I feel like Nintendo is definitely going to treat us right and add in some characters that we really do want. Next up, we have Rayman, and this is another one of those characters that I am shocked is not already a part of the Super Smash Bros. Family. First of all, Ubisoft is extremely good to Nintendo. For those of you guys who don't know, both Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle as well as Starlink Battle for Atlas were both developed for Nintendo by Ubisoft, which is the company that currently owns Rayman. Now, right away, I do know that that doesn't really mean anything, but at the same time, they are making Nintendo a whole lot of money, so I feel like Nintendo is going to want to keep them happy and put some kind of character representation in the game. Now, the other option that they could put in are the Rabbids, but at the same time, I feel like Rayman is still recognizable enough, and I feel like he would be a very good fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, one of the biggest arguments I see against why Rayman won't be included in Smash is first of all because of his amiibo. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who Rayman is, basically he doesn't have limbs. He has hands and feet, but he does not have any limbs that connect them to his body. But with his amiibo, they could just use clear rods like they do with other characters to make the amiibo. Also, the other common argument I see is that spirits do in fact deconfirm fighters, and I gotta say guys, that while I do believe that, I feel like if we are going to get any character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that already does have a spirit in the game, Rayman is going to be the character that we are going to be getting, especially because he's so popular among fans. And finally guys, we have probably the most sought after Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character being Waluigi. Now, right away, I do definitely agree with this guy's line of thinking. As we know, Sakurai is not the person who is choosing any of the DLC fighters, but instead Nintendo is making all of the choices. So while Sakurai may not want Waluigi to be a character, if Nintendo tells him to make a character in Smash, Sakurai has to do it, as we saw with Corrin in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS. Now, I do understand that Waluigi is already both a spirit as well as an assist trophy, but at the same time guys, they could always have a different version of Waluigi be a playable character and keep his assist trophy just as the assist trophy. I don't know how likely this is, but it would make a lot of sense if this was the last DLC character on the first Fighter Pass, just because Waluigi is just a huge name and would give Super Smash Bros. Ultimate a ton of publicity. However guys, overall, do I believe that this league is real? As of now, I am not 100% sure. Every single character on this list has a very good chance of making it into Super Smash Bros. And they are all popular enough among fans where I think they would fit in right at home along the rest of the cast. However, once again, we have no concrete proof from this leaker. This guy says, however, that he is going to post a video very soon of the brand new character, as well as Joker, so if he does end up delivering that, and we do end up seeing this evidence, then I will say that this is real. However, as of now, guys, I'm just going to say that I am not 100% sure. However, guys, let me know what you thought about this leak in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Also guys, don't forget, if you guys want to support the channel and take part in Member Monday, all you gotta do is go down into the description, and once you're in the description, you will find a link to where you can go to my YouTube gaming page, and from there you just click on the join button. Pretty soon it should appear on my regular channel, but for right now we do have to go through all of these hoops. So once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.